Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Maplewood Legacy episode 18. I'm starting off today's episode on the weekend. It's currently Saturday morning and it's around 7 AM, so it is quite early. Amaya has woken up early this morning to get done some work that she didn't manage to finish the other day. She's getting it all done before the kids do wake up. She's going to be quite busy with them today, so she just wants to get her work done and out of the way. Just as Amaya is in the living room though, Oscar has woken up to grab himself some breakfast too. Looks like he's got some scrambled eggs this morning and he's coming over to feed the dogs whilst he eats. He could have done that after, but he could see that Molly was waiting to be fed, so he thought he'd just do it now. As I mentioned, it is currently the weekend and the plan for today's episode is we are just going to be spending a cozy weekend with the family. If we take a quick look at the calendar, you will be able to see that tomorrow is Sim World Cup Day, so there's going to be a sports event on the TV. We can play basketball and have some pizza. It's just going to be a fun sports game and a fun sports day. As you can see too, one of the events is play basketball. Since it takes a while to do things in The Sims, I want to make sure that we give enough time to do all of the different activities. So today we are actually going to be heading to the park in 𝒎𝒂𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 with Oscar and potentially Ethan as well. And Isaac has had his first blowout as well. Amaya is still working. She's nearly finished, so I think I am going to get Ethan to take care of Isaac. I'm going to get Ethan to come upstairs and come and wake up Isaac. His energy is nearly full, but he really needs a bath now. So I'm going to come and wake him up and get him sorted for the day. Let's quickly change Isaac's diaper and then we will give him a bubble bath. Isaac honestly looks so cute in his monster onesie. It's one of my favorite outfits for him. He looks adorable. Amaya has completed her work, so I'm going to get her to also come and get ready for the day too. I think that today Amaya is going to be staying at home with Isaac, as unfortunately there isn't going to be too much for him to do at the park, so someone has to stay with him. So I think that Amaya is going to stay with Isaac and they can spend some time together today. It would have been quite cool to get Oscar to head to the basketball court himself, but if I was playing realistically, I could imagine that Oscar is still not that old. He's probably still quite a young kid. I don't think he'd be going around Evergreen Harbour by himself just yet, since also the park is on the other side of town, so I think he is going to head there with Ethan. Ethan is still looking after Isaac though, so I'm going to actually quickly get him to check his badge progress for scouts, because he does actually have his scout meeting today. I think first Isaac is going to work towards the Keep Fit and the Outdoor Adventurer one. He's got 3 out of 12 on the sociability one as well, so we're definitely going to work towards that. But I'm looking forward to him going to his first scout meeting. Isaac and Ethan are all ready to go. They're both in their sports gear, so I'm going to get these two to get going and I'll meet up with them once they do arrive at the park. These two have now arrived at the park in 𝒎𝒂𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. It looks so pretty with the leaves falling off the trees, and the colour of the trees are so pretty too. This park definitely suits this area of Evergreen Harbour really well. These two are going to make their way into the basketball court and we can begin a game. I think Ethan is probably going to say to Oscar, make sure you warm up first, so they're both going to quickly do some stretching. Oscar is going to stretch out his muscles and get ready to play, so we will go ahead and we will shoot around together and let's see how they do playing. They seem to both just be practicing taking shots at the moment, but I'll see in a second if they can actually play a game together. Oscar seems to be really good though, and he does seem to be getting them in the hoops as well. Let's see if he can get this shot. He missed that one. I can imagine he probably plays basketball at school as well, because he does have a big basketball court at his school. I would like to at some point actually head to school with Oscar, I think in a couple of episodes time, as I do have a mod in that allows me to go to school with kids as well. So I would like to head to school with Oscar at some point and see what he gets up to. I'm gonna get Ethan to challenge Oscar to a hoops competition and see how they go with that. I don't know how this is gonna go, but let's see who is gonna win. I feel like Oscar definitely has a good chance. He's quite good at basketball. This is gonna have to be a quick game though, because I did get the notification that Oscar does have scouts in an an hour, but he will have to go in a second, so it's definitely a very quick basketball game, but time just goes by so quick in The Sims. And I think this is going to be Oscar's last throw, so let's see if he can get it in the hoop. And he missed. Oh well. He's kind of annoyed about that though. And I just got a new personality trait for Ethan. Ethan has been feeling really confident and successful lately. His new drive is to be more ambitious. I think I'm going to keep that for him for now. I could definitely see him being an ambitious sim sometimes with certain things, so I'm going to keep that personality trait for him right now. I think he is at a stage in his life where he is feeling quite ambitious with things, so I'm going to keep that. And it actually looks like Oscar lost and he's feeling really sad, so he's leaving the park to go to his scout meeting, feeling quite upset about losing. But hopefully he does enjoy his scout meeting and we'll meet up with him when he does arrive back home. I'm gonna get Ethan to head home very soon, but I think before he does head home, I'm gonna get him to just shoot some hoops himself. I'm gonna get him to just take a second to himself and he's just gonna, you know, dream big, pretend he's a big basketball player and just have some fun by himself. But I really like this park. I think it is a really cool park to come to. There's quite a bit to do here and lots of kids also seem to hang around here, so I think this would be a nice place for Oscar to make some friends. Ethan's feeling a bit smelly now and Oscar has returned from his scout meeting, so I'm going to get Ethan to head home and regroup the family together, I think, for them to grab some dinner. Ethan has now returned on home. He's going to go and take a quick shower. As for Oscar, he is down here playing on his monkey bars. I'm going to get Oscar to come inside and also get out of his sportswear. I'm going to get him to come and take a quick shower too. As this evening, the family are actually going to be heading out for dinner. I thought it would be nice for Maya, Ethan and Oscar to head out for a meal together as they've never actually been out before. Unfortunately, Isaac can't come, which is a shame. So he is going to have to stay at home. I wish the infants could come to the restaurants, but he will be in good hands of a babysitter. We can also practice sitting with Oscar too, so I'm going to get Amaya to quickly do that. I think then when Isaac has finished with his sitting practice, we're going to head to the restaurant. Look at him, he's doing so well. He hasn't even fallen backwards yet. The sun is beginning to set now and it is the evening, so we're going to head to the restaurant now. I think we're actually going to take the family to the one that Amaya and Ethan went on a date one time. I think it was the night that Ethan actually proposed to Amaya. I'm pretty sure it was that night. So we're going to be heading there and we can hopefully go and get some really nice dinner. We have now arrived at the Eco restaurant. Ethan is quickly heading inside to request a table. I think the sun is setting currently, so they are going to get a table outside. Ethan has requested this table for them, so they're going to sit here. They're going to look at the menus. Oscar is drawing on his placemat. I think that Amaya is probably going to quickly ask Ethan and Oscar how their basketball was. I think she's going to say, so how was it playing basketball? Did you both have a good time? I think that Ethan is going to say, it was great. Oscar beat me, didn't you? And I think Oscar is going to say, what are you talking about, Dad? You won the overall game. I had to go to my scouts meeting, so I lost and you won. So for their drinks, I'm going to get Oscar some lemonade. I think he would beg his parents and say, please, 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 can I have some lemonade? I feel like he would just love to have a fizzy drink. It would make him feel all grown up. So he's going to get one of them. As for Amaya and Ethan, I think they are going to actually treat themselves to some wine this evening. I think for Amaya, I'm going to get her the veggie burger. I think she might have got that last time she come here. I think that she's also going to recommend it to Oscar and say, why don't you try the veggie burger? I've had it here before. It's really nice. Maybe he was saying, I don't know what to get. So I think that Maya is going to recommend that. And then I think that Ethan is going to get himself the tomato wrapped veggie burrito. So he's going to get himself one of them and we will order that for the family. Looks like Oscar finished his placemat drawing. We'll put that in his inventory. And then I'm going to get him to sit and talk to his parents as well. Looks like Oscar is actually ordering for the table. That's a very confident thing for him to do. He looks so great growing up, he was like, please can I get 2 veggie burgers? And he was probably saying, can I please have mine with no lettuce though? Thank you. It's starting to get dark now, unfortunately, but we do have the heater on it, so they should stay quite warm. I'm gonna get Oscar to just talk to his parents. I think that we'll get him to maybe talk about his dreams. I think he's gonna say, do you know, Dad, you know we played basketball today? I'd love to do that every day. Maybe I could be a basketball player when I'm older. And I think that Ethan is gonna say that would be something really cool to get into. If you keep practicing, you could definitely become a professional. I'm starting to notice with Oscar that he's definitely a very happy and sociable child. He loves to have a conversation and he's not afraid to talk. He's actually complaining about his dish to his dad, so he didn't seem to enjoy that burger very much. Maybe he was saying, Dad, I wish I'd got the same as you. I'm sorry, Mum, but I didn't like the veggie burger. He's already finished though. That was very quick. I'm gonna get Amaya and Ethan to finish off theirs as well. But they seem to have a really nice meal all together, and they really seem to have a chat and get on really well, which I love. I think they're very close as a family. I'm gonna get Oscar to keep on talking because I want him to get his scout badge for sociability. I think I'm gonna get him to maybe actually talk about sibling and just mention and maybe ask why Isaac couldn't come. I think it's time we get going though. It looks like Amaya needs to go to the toilet, so I'm gonna get her to do that. I think as well she's quickly gonna influence Oscar to go to the bathroom too. She's just gonna say, we're gonna get going now. Do you want to quickly head to the bathroom, get all washed up before we walk home? She's definitely not gonna force him to, but definitely influence to, and I'm intrigued to see how Oscar will answer to this. And it looks like he did seem to listen, so I think Amaya is gonna head up with him and go and use the bathroom as well. Ethan looks super happy though. I think that he's just feeling really happy right now that he can spend time with his family, and I think he's just in a really happy place right now. I do want to quickly check up on Ethan though, as we don't have too much of a backstory for him right now. We don't focus on him too much, but I was looking at his milestones, and the 2 new things he wants to do is, this one is actually new. He wants to reach the top of his career, I guess because now he is feeling quite ambitious. He has that strive to do so, and he also actually wants to get married as well. That's the next thing that he wants to do in his life, which is a perfect time because Amaya and Ethan have actually scheduled their wedding for late spring. So in a few episodes time we will be having their wedding, which I'm very excited about. So I thought I'd just let you guys know on that. But I think it's time that we get these guys to all head on home. Amaya and Oscar are both looking very tired, but they're all looking very happy. I think that they all had a really nice meal together. They have all just arrived home, and I came home with Ethan, and I came home to Oscar playing on his jungle gym straight away. It's literally 1 a.m. in the morning and he's so tired, but he just keeps on going and keeps playing outside. I find it so funny. But Ethan is calling him in now and saying, you ready to go to bed? So Ethan is going to put Oscar to sleep, and I think Amaya is up here just settling down Isaac as well. So we will soothe him to sleep as well and get him to head to bed. I can imagine he's already been to sleep, but he probably woke up when they did arrive home. And then Amaya is going to jump into bed herself as well. And tomorrow is 𝒎𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 day, so I think that whilst Ethan is putting Oscar to sleep, Oscar is probably going to say, I can't wait for 𝒎𝒐𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 day tomorrow, Dad. I'm so excited. Everyone in the house is now sound asleep, so we will catch up with them again tomorrow morning. Good morning everyone, it is now the next day and I'm just getting Oscar to wake up. Looks like he has another loose tooth. I'm gonna get him to just leave that for now, but everyone woke up quite late on this Sunday morning. They were all very tired after their meal out last night. I think that Oscar is gonna stay in his PJs for a bit this morning, and I think that I'm gonna get him to jump straight onto his Void Critter battle station and train up one of his Void Critters, as I'm sure he's gonna want to play with some of his friends soon with them. Ethan is out here currently just doing some washing, but I'm gonna actually get him to make some Sunday breakfast for everyone. I'm gonna get him to put on some music. I'm not too sure what kind of music that he likes. I'm gonna quickly check for him. He doesn't like any music, so I will just put on a random station for him to listen to. And then I'm gonna get him to just clean the stuff out the fridge, and I'm gonna get him to serve some breakfast. I'm gonna get him to make some pancakes this morning. And Maya is also upstairs awake as well. She's currently just feeding Isaac. We'll get him changed into an outfit too. I think we will put him in his jumper and shorts today. The pancakes are nearly done over there. Oscar is dressed for the day and he's just about to feed the dogs. He also has his sports t-shirt on today as well. As you can see, it has the number 10 on the back, and then also on the front it has probably the team that he supports. Pancakes are ready though, so I'm gonna get Oscar to come and grab a serving, and I'm gonna get Amaya to come and grab a serving too. And it actually looks like Isaac can now roll over onto his tummy, which is great. That now means he'll be able to do tummy time himself, which is great too. So he should be able to start learning how to crawl soon. A lively kitchen this morning though. Everyone is sitting down to eat some pancakes. We have the music playing. The dogs were hanging out in here too. They're currently at the door right now. Amaya and Ethan are going to take the dogs out for a walk this morning, so they're going to get going. Isaac is also going to go along with them as well. So these guys are going to head out on a dog walk. Hopefully they have a nice time enjoying the sun. And Oscar is going to stay home, and that is because he is actually going to invite over Poppy. So he's going to call her up and say, hey Poppy, are you busy? Because if not, do you want to come over and play on my 𝒎𝒂𝒊𝒄 battle station with me? We can trade some cards and stuff. So Poppy is coming over, which is great. And here is Poppy at the door now, so we will invite her in and she can come inside and play Void Critters with Oscar. Isaac was like, let me go and get my Void Critter battle station. So I can imagine he probably dragged it downstairs, and he was like, we can sit outside and play because it's not raining today. So he brought it down to play outside in the sun. And as you can see, they are now really good friends. Poppy and Oscar see each other quite often, so they've grown quite close and they both have quite similar interests as well. And of course, I aged up Poppy into a child, and as you can see, she actually has glasses. She aged up with glasses, so I decided to keep them. I think they suit her really well. When I aged up Poppy, I did actually randomize her likes and dislikes, and she got likes of video gaming, so I can imagine she's also really into Void Critters as well. So I can imagine these two probably spend most of their time playing Void Critters together. But first they're going to do some card trading, so I think that Oscar is going to trade this one for something, and he got the same in return, so they basically just traded the same card. But we're going to do a battle, so I think that Oscar is going to use his rarest card that he has. He's been training up. They're going to sit and play together. It looks like they both got some rare Void Critters there. It looks like Poppy is also winning. Oscar is definitely giving me the vibes that he is a bit of a sore loser when it comes to games, because he tends to get quite annoyed, as you can see, just like when he was playing basketball as well. But I'm gonna let them play, and it looks like Theo is trying to join in too. Theo's actually decided to sit outside with them, so I'll leave him be for now, and I think that Amaya is gonna come in here. Ethan is also coming in as well. I would quite like Ethan to practice sitting with him a bit more, so then he can hopefully start having high chair food soon. Isaac is doing really well with his milestones though. He's definitely getting his gross motor skills a lot faster than Oscar did. He's doing pretty okay with his fine motor skills too, and he's reaching a milestone. I think he is about to learn how to sit up, and he's learning how to sit up, and there we go. He just reached a really big milestone. He can now sit up, which means he also will be able to use the high chair too. Oscar has come in and seen his little brother as well, and he's watching the milestone. He looks so proud of him. I think we should come over and we will get Oscar to come and give him a family kiss. That would be really cute, and maybe as well we can just talk to him, and he maybe might just be saying, well done Isaac, you just learned how to sit up. Poppy is also heading home now. She's probably going home to watch the game herself with her mum and her uncles as well, so she's gonna head on home. I'm gonna get Amaya and Oscar to start on the pizzas, so they are gonna make some pizzas together, and whilst they are doing that, I'm gonna get Ethan to come and help Isaac try first baby food. And I think we are first off gonna try some sweet potato puree. Let's see if he's gonna like that. He is also feeling very hungry, so this is the perfect time. Here we go. He's gonna try his first baby food, and hopefully he will like it. He is a cautious infant, so I don't know if that will cause him to struggle with food a bit, but he's unsure about it right now, but hopefully he will learn to like it in the future. He did get it all over his face though. I take that as a sign he must be enjoying it a bit. These two have stopped cooking to watch. I'm gonna get them to resume, but that's really cute. Isaac is still a little bit hungry, so I am going to feed him some dessert type food. I think we will give him some ice cream. Let's try that with him. He does currently have sweet potato all around his face, but let's see if he's also a fan of ice cream too. And he loves ice cream, which is great to know. So that is a food that Isaac loves, so we can remember that for the future. It's time for Oscar to head to sleep though, so we will change his diaper and we will also clean him up as well because he has food all around his face. The pizza is currently cooking in the oven. These two are just waiting for it to cook. And there we go, it's all done. That looks really yummy. I will get the family to tuck into that in a second once Isaac does head to sleep. We'll get Ethan to quickly put him to bed, and then it's time to watch the game and eat some pizza. I think Oscar is very excited about tonight. He's been waiting all evening for the game. It's time to watch the game on the TV. Oscar is already sitting here patiently and Maya has come over as well. So we're going to watch channel and we're going to watch sports and we can watch it all together, and we can tuck into some pizza for dinner as well. So they're all going to grab a slice of that and enjoy the game. I can imagine they're probably sitting there watching and just cheering as Ethan cheers and Amaya as well. But they're just going to spend a really nice evening together and enjoy the last part of Sim World Cup Day. Oscar has already finished. He's going to wash his plate up. Maybe he was just taking it to the kitchen and he was like, pause the game, running to the kitchen to quickly clean his plate up. And that is the end of Sim World Cup Day. The game is now over. These guys had a lot of fun. I think it is time though we quickly clean up after dinner. I think Ethan is going to come over to Isaac and share the Sim World Cup spirit and just say, so did you enjoy the game? Was it as good as you thought it was going to be? And then I think Ethan is also just going to say to him, you better get heading to bed soon because you do have school tomorrow morning. And I think Oscar is going to be like, yeah dad, I will. I don't think he's going to mention the fact though that he has not done his homework this weekend. He's been too busy playing basketball and having void critter fights with Poppy. I think Maya tonight is going to put him to sleep though. She's going to come in and she is going to put him to bed for the night. She's probably just saying to him, so are you ready to head to sleep? Back at school tomorrow, so you need to make sure you get plenty of rest. I think Ethan is going to quickly come and just check on Isaac as well, but he is sound asleep in his crib right now. But that is where I'm going to be ending today's episode. I really hope that you did enjoy it. I really enjoyed spending Sim World Cup Day with these guys and just spending the weekend with them all overall, as it was just a really sweet and cozy weekend, I think. We're getting to know a little bit more about Oscar now too, and his personality, which I really like. And Isaac is reaching so many milestones at the moment too. He will also be a toddler in no time, so he will probably be aging up soon too. But thank you so much for watching today's episode. I really hope that you did enjoy. I hope that you have a great rest of your day and I will see you again very soon. Bye!